David,
Hiya.
how are you today?
Good, thanks. Now, I've been asked the question, how can you connect YouTube, Facebook and Twitter together? Well, there's any number of ways, to be quite honest, and the only limit is your imagination and your creativity. But the very simple way to do this is, if you think about YouTube, Facebook and Twitter as just sources of traffic. Now, if you have a blog site, you can create a blog site, you can put onto that blog site what's known as an autoresponder, which means that when people land on that site, you offer them something and they give you their name and their email address. So if you use YouTube, put videos on YouTube, drive traffic from YouTube to your blog site. If you take Facebook, you create your Facebook fan page and you link people from your Facebook fan page or your Facebook group to your blog site, and you take from Twitter to your blog site, then you've got a way of linking all three together. Okay, so that's using an external site. Now, this is a strategy that I use in a number of very specific markets, and it works absolutely like a dream. The key benefit of it is that taking that means of linking them all together, but linking them through your blog site means you've got one point where you're building a database of people that you know aren't just interested in you because you're a friend, but they're interested in you because of something else, something you're offering them, either on a one-to-one basis or as a commercial enterprise. So that's one way to do it. Now, the other way to do this is that you can actually, once you've got a video on YouTube, you can now take that link and you can post it. You can post it on all sorts of other sites. And so you can take a YouTube video and post it on your fan page on Facebook.
Oh, yes, so
Okay.
good, so good idea.
And that now means you start to link YouTube and Facebook. Now, if you then link Facebook to Twitter, and there's ways that you can automatically do that. So when you tweet, something automatically gets posted to your Facebook account. Oh, and of course your blog site as well. Now you've got a way of creating basically what we call the washing machine. The washing machine where you spin people, you take people from Twitter to Facebook, and Facebook to YouTube, and YouTube to Facebook, around each other, as well as drive them to your central funnel. It's the way to think about it, to take your traffic to a central point where you can track their key details and give them something. So they move from being a friend to being a potential business prospect. I'm not saying you have to treat everybody as a business prospect, have friends, but I think there's a good idea to keep your Facebook business activities separate to your Facebook personal account, and do the same for Twitter, and of course do the same for YouTube as well. Okay, so there you go. That's how you do it in a very broad outline. Of course, it's more complicated than that, and you really need to sit down and work through that as a process. But in principle, that's how it works, and I've had a great deal of success at doing that.
Thank you very much, David. You are wonderful. Thank you. Bye, see you again.